Yeah, you can start now. I have started.
Good evening, everyone. I actually myself Prem Kumar, and I'm working like web-related things in e-Yantra. So I would like to give a small introduction to the robotic we are running. This is a 7 to 8 month competition. This competition is completely designed for the college students, and this is conducted in two different stages. Session on August and next probably March or April start. So the first stage will be completely in the simulation. It will be starting on September first week. So once your this simulation, you will get various tasks during the first stage. If you are qualified for the stage two, like we will send the actual hardware components to you. Like you have to work on that hardware components, and you have to submit the task in that as well. And once you're qualified for the stage two also, if you are in the top 5 teams, you will come to IITB for the symposium, and you will demonstrate your implementations over there. And this will be very useful for the students who are all very new to programming, who are all very new to hardware, and who are all exploring technology, and who are all starting exploring the technology. And we are conducting, like we are running this as a various themes. So each theme will contain different tech stacks. Like we are covering a lot of tech stacks like robot operating system, embedded systems, like functional programming, FPGA, and lot more. So after next slide, I'll play a small video which are the themes you can see.
Huh?
That all the things like that we are I said earlier, this will be the good start for your career. So at the end of the competition, we will give certificates based on the performance of the participants. Like if you participate, if you are in stage 2, stage 3, like stage 1, stage 2, based on that you will get a certificate. And you will get 10 lakh worth cash prizes. Like this year it might increase, and we will give goodies to our like winners and the participants who are all coming for the finale. And more than everything, one of the very important thing over here is provided for the finalists and the people who are all selected after a small interview. So in internship also we will assign you a project. You can be there in IDB and you can do this is completely a paid internship. So at the end we will pay as well. So that's it. And to know more details about this particular Yantra robotic competition, go to portal.afyantra.org. That link is given over there, and you can see more detail about this competition and explore. Next month, this registration for next year will be starting. So please make sure that you're just taking part in this competition. And one more shout out, like right now, the introductory course for RAS2 is live now in mooc.af and yantra.org. This is also a 4 week course. It will give a like very good exposure towards RAS2. If you want, you can go and register. Like if you are an ELSA college, you will get 30% additional discount as well. Like make sure you are using that. Yeah. Yeah. Now we will dive deep into introduction to Bash right now. I hope you are all very interested to learn. And before even starting that, I would like to know, like, why you guys want to learn Bash. Like, you can give your answers in chat. Like, I think the mic is disabled for you. I have an eye on it, so I'll check like what is the answer that you have. Ajit sir, can I see the chat? Okay. Okay, I'll move forward. Like today, I'll cover what is
We have
Bash.
enabled chat.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, guys, you can answer like why you want to learn Bash and what motivated you to attend this session. It was not opening, sir. I hope it is. There is nothing attendance. Like in the end of this thing, like we will take your WebEx attendance and the quiz also you have to attend. Okay, I'll move forward. Okay, today I'll cover what is Bash and what is shell as well, and how Bash works. What are the basic commands that we can use in Bash, and we will see small file manipulations, and we will see what is Unix file permissions, and at the end, this is the main topic that we are about to cover, like Bash scripting, how a sequence of scripts can be written and how that can be executed. That thing. So, what is Bash? Like, Bash is actually the acronym for Bourne Again SHell. In the name itself, it is there. Like, it is a superset of Bourne shell. Actually, it's a command line interpreter. Like, as well as this is a scripting language. Like, this contains everything: variable loops, conditional statements, functions, and lot more. Uh, like basically, whatever we can do in the programming language, we can do everything in the scripting as like in this Bash as well. It is the default shell on most of the Linux and Mac OS. More than 80 to 95 percentage of Linux distributions support Bash. Even that distribution is not supporting Bash, we can like externally install and we can use that. It is used to execute a lot of commands, basically automate the task and writing the shell scripts. Like writing the shell scripts itself for automation only, mostly. And as I said, this is a superset of Bourne shell. Like this has all the functionality of shell, and over that it has some added functionalities. That is why it's called Bourne Again shell. A Bourne shell in 1970s they introduced for Unix operating systems, and after a decade of time, like they built some additional functionalities and added to that shell. So it will Bourne shell, it will become Bourne Again shell right now. So we are discussing about shell a lot over here, right? Like, so what is shell actually? Shell is the hero of today's presentation. Actually, this is like intermediator between both of us. Like basically, as to and the operating system, it will tell whatever we are saying that to the shell. It will give it. It will tell the operating system to execute that particular command, and getting the response from the operating system, and it will show it to us. So in the first thing, if you see like ls-l is there, like it is nothing but listing the storage. In a particular directory, what are the files and directories are there, it will list. So when we ask shell to do this particular thing, it will tell the operating system to execute this particular command. So this is what happening in the second example also. Like we are just changing the directory to the temporary one. Like this will tell the OS, and it will execute that particular command and giving us the result. This is what usually do. We already covered this as well. Like it is a programming language. It contains everything: variable shell, variables, for loop, conditional statements, everything. There are various shells are available. So right now I'll just go in like actual demo. I'll show you. If you are in a Ubuntu or Linux based operating systems, your system might contain bash. If not, if you are in Windows, you can use WSL, Windows subsystem for Linux. That is a feature. Like you can enable Linux in your Windows operating system. If you are in Linux systems, press alt control T, it will open the terminal in your system. So there are various shells are available, might be available in your system. To check that, like what is the current shell that your system is using now, you can echo dollar followed by shell. This will tells you which shell you are in right now. Right now it is showing me that I am in the bash shell. So similarly, there will be a lot of shells are available. Like right now I am typing like various commands that might be overwhelming for you, but in the upcoming slide I'm covering everything from the scratch. So for now, just know that echo will print the statement, and nano is the editor for editing files in the bash. So nano, I'm going to the etc directory, and I'm just printing all the shells. So basically, these are the shells that are there in my Ubuntu system right now. So this contains normal shell, bash is there, and there is ZSH. It is it is also one of the shell. It has some additional functionalities more than bash. And this is, and something is terminal multiplexer. These are the things, some tools. When you get to know very well about this bash, you will get to know about and study about this outside, like because this session is not about this. Yeah, basically there are two broad category in the shell. One is graphical user interface and command line interface, another one. When we say graphical user interface, first thing that is coming to our mind is like Windows. Like Windows, that entire system itself a shell only. When you click right click and create a new file, it basically running some scripts inside the background, and it's just creating the directory or file. So that entire system itself a shell. And in Ubuntu, I open the terminal. This is one of the command line interface. But Ubuntu also supporting the graphical user interface. That interface that we are using, that is graphical user interface, but the terminal is command line interface. The command line interface is completely text based, so there will be no graphical representation. That is mostly on text based thing. Why bash is used for, like the mainly bash is used for processing the large amount of batch files and log files basically. If you take in Yantra, there is the hundreds of systems, hundreds of equipments are there. Like every time when we use one instrument or any system, the log will be generated. So if you take one day, there will be thousands of logs will be generated. If one fine day something goes wrong, like if you want to check why it is not behaving properly, we have to find the root cause of the problem, right? For that, we have to check all the log files. In that case, if we check the thousands of lines of logs, it will be very hard for us to find the actual problem, actual timestamp. In that case, this bash will help us a lot to easily navigate to the root cause problem, like root cause of a problem. And who uses bash more often, like the system admins and the DevOps people and the cloud engineers, obviously, as we who are all using the Linux operating system. And this is how everything is going on, like, and how bash works. This is very interesting thing. Like I'll open the terminal again, alt shift T. If we go to this bash RC, this is the file. When we open the terminal, this is the file will this file will be triggered first. These things whatever they are inside this bash rc will be executed. After that only this will open the bash. Basically, like internally if we see, there is a lot of things like system calls and everything. We are not going into that right now. So in that case, like I'm gonna print echo frame right now inside. This is my name, echo hello frame, and I'm closing this bash rc. This is nano editor. I have just added one more line echo hello frame there, and I'm just closing this right now. Now I'm just opening the terminal again. It will tells me that before even opening that, it is just executing that bash rc, and it is telling me that hello frame is printed over here. And the same thing that we can do with alias as well. Like if you want to set an alias for that particular uh, nano bash rc, I can set alias over here. Like there are a lot of alias I have created already, and like system also will create a lot of aliases. So basically, at the end, we can create alias like ll equal. There should be no space in this command might be new to you. Like I'll cover everything detailedly. I created ll, right? So if I write ll, so this will execute the command that I defined over there. So basically, this is the starter of the bash script, like bash terminal. And similarly, all the commands that are executed over here, right? Like the list storage or cd, everything is present in bin directory of our system. If I go to cd bin directory, if I list that, I can see all the command that we are running in the Ubuntu system, like bash script actually. So see, like all the commands that we are running is present over here. See mkdir, some of the commands that we are familiar with more. All the commands that we are executing is basically a file over here. If you see ls is there in this directory, I'm just copying that ls to for example e-Yantra. I have to give sudo privilege over here. I'm running this as a root user. I'm just copying ls to e-Yantra. So now it will ask for the password. If I run e-Yantra, if I run e-Yantra, I'm sharing only the presentation, so I'll share my entire tab right now. Okay.
We can see your screen.
Thank you. So yeah, sorry, I haven't shared the entire screen. So this is what happening over here. Like when I open nano bash rc, I have added one more line below here, echo hello frame. Like basically this is what I told earlier, like but I didn't share the screen, so you might have not seen this. So this is a starter file. When I open the terminal, first this bash rc will be executed. After that only rest of the commands will be, like whatever that we are doing the interface, that thing will be rendered over there. So before that, when I add echo hello frame, whenever I open the terminal, it will just I'm just closing that and open it again. So whenever I'm just opening the terminal, it will just echo that hello print. So basically, when we want to alias, it's like alias commands over, we want to place, like we have to place it over there in the bash rc, and all the commands that we are running will be there in the bin directory of your system. If you see, all the commands that we are executing is there in this bin file, like the all the like make directory is there and more. Yeah, basically zip command is there, zs is there, like all the commands that we are executing in the terminal, like bash, the files are present over here. I have just copied that thing, just copied all the like ls file ka content. Basically, if you see the ls file ka content, this is if no one can understand. So I'm just copying that ls file to e-Yantra. I'm just copying that ls file to e-Yantra. So now we will ask for the password. So now I have copied ls file to e-Yantra. Now if I run e-Yantra, e-Yantra will be the ls command. See what that ls command do. Now e-Yantra command will do that thing. So that's it. And this is how actually bash internally working. And these are the various flavors of Linux that supports bash. Like as I said earlier, 80 to 95% of Linux distributions are supporting bash. If not, like we can externally install it. And this is Ubuntu, Fedora, CentOS, Mint, Red Hat, Arch Linux. These are the some of the flavors that you can see. So I'll go by one all the commands, and we will see. First, I'll clear everything. I'm just going to this directory. Okay, yeah. The first command that we are seeing is echo, right? Echo is nothing but it's just a print statement. It will print whatever we are writing after echo, that will be printed into the terminal. Like if I print echo followed by e-Yantra, it will print e-Yantra in the terminal. So there is nothing more than that. Like this is very sufficient enough to understand echo. And the second command that we are seeing is man, right? Man stands for manual. This is mainly used to check all the command related information. Like if I want to know very like well about who right now, because we know what is echo is, but we don't know what is who. So I want to know about who. So if I write man followed by who, this will tells that what this who command is and why it is used for, and what are the syntax to use this, and what are the options that we can use with. So here if you see, who shows who is logged into the system right now, and this is the syntax who followed by we can give certain options. And yeah, you can go through this after this presentation actually. So I'm quitting it. And the next command who just now I showed you with the help of manual. If you don't know like anything about some particular command, you can directly go use the manual command to check and learn about that particular manual command, like and particular command actually. So if I print who, this will tells me that who are all logged into my system right now. So basically right now there are two users. One is the login screen, basically the graphical user interface of my system, and another one is the terminal, what I'm using right now. So this is what who command is used for. This is why who command is used for. And if I type who am I, this will tells me the user who is using right now. So if I click enter, it is telling me that like this is the user of this bash right now. Basically, if you see, this frame is the user who is using, and the second frame you are seeing after that, right? This is my system name, like basically my computer name. Like if I'm in the root user, it will say me. Yeah, now I'm in the root user. So if I type who am I over here, this will tells me I'm the root user. So basically, who am I will tell us that who is using the system right now. And I have to exit from this root user root. Like whenever you are in root user, you have to be very careful that like if you are deleting something, that is no way it will ask for password or anything. It will directly delete the file. So it's very dangerous in root user. If you are changing anything, it will cause some problem. And uname a, this will tells us the uh, system related informations. Like this will tell all the system related information. This tells us like which kernel we are using right now, which user, like what is the system name, and the operating system related information, which Ubuntu version we are using. So right now I'm in Ubuntu, so that it is just showing all the Ubuntu, like this particular software related informations. And this is one of the like one of the feature of bash, like history. And this, so far we have run various commands, right? It is just keep a log of all the commands that we have run so far. So basically right now we are running very small commands only, so that this might not be useful. Like in case if you are running very large commands, so in that case, if we want to run this particular command uname a again, so I can simply press exclamation symbol followed by the number which is shown over there. I'm just printing 1629. It will print me that uname. It will execute that particular command and it will give us the result. This is the shortcut. This is very small command. So in some cases we will use very large command. So it will be very hard for us to rewrite again. And there are a few more features. If you want to clear this terminal, this is so messy right now. So if I want to clear this terminal, I can type clear. This is one of the way it will clear the terminal. And one more way, you can press shortcuts. There are various shortcuts there in bash. Like if you press Ctrl L, it will clear the terminal basically. So this is what it's all about. And next I'll cover what are the directory commands are there in this system. Like LS, this stands for list storage. It will list all the storage information. It's like storage files and directories in this particular bash intro folder. Right now, I have employees.csv, new file.txt, and server log, test directory. These are the directories. I can use manual to check all the commands, like all the options that are there in ls command. So A will tells us all the hidden files also. And there are many more things, like I am just quitting right now. And ls-lstr. So in this case, it will gives us detailed information about all the files in this directory. So basically L stands for line by line. Basically L will gives us line by line output, and S is for size. It will gives us size as well. And T stands for time, the time which we modified the file, like last time when we touched the file. And R stands for like reverse. Basically it will give us the all the files and directories available in this directory in the like time based manner. Like it will sort based on the time in the reverse order. And PWD, this stands for present working directory. This will tell us where we are in right now. So right now I'm in the home frame inside bash intro. This basically gives us the where we are right now. And next thing is change directory. Change directory is used to change the present working directory. If I click cd followed by test, I have test directory in this directory, right? So I am trying to change the directory to test directory. If I press tab after test, it will auto complete. This is also one of the feature of bash. Talking on something like you don't need to repeatedly type entire command. You can press tab to auto complete that particular command. So I'm just moving the my present working directory to the test directory. Right now I'm in the test directory right now. If I press pwd over here, you can see the we are in test directory right now. I'm just moving one directory. If I give double dot, it will go move to the parent directory. So initially I was in bash intro, and then I moved to test directory. Right now I'm just been to the parent directory, which is bash intro. And also If I give cd alone, it will home to my home directory. The tilde symbol that you are seeing that, right? This basically represents that the current user home directory. See, the current user's home directory will be the tilde symbol. And if I have to go to the root directory, I can give slash. It will take me to the root directory. And next thing is, I'm just going to bash intro again. Next command is make directory. Make directory is used to create a new directory. I'm just writing make directory followed by like test directory is already there. I'm just creating demo directory. If you see, the demo directory is created over there. So this is how it works. And if you want to remove the directory, you can use remove directory. It will remove the directory. So right now we have removed the directory. If you see, there is no demo directory right now. This is a empty directory so that we can remove it. If I'm going to test directory, I'm just creating a new file over here because right now this is empty directory. It should be touch. Yeah, now I have a test file inside the test directory. If I try to remove this test directory using remove directory command, it won't remove because there are files inside the directory. Basically, rmdir is mainly used to delete the empty directory. If you want to remove the files recursively inside that test directory, we need to use rm command that we will see in the next set of commands. So I'm just removing recursively what are the files inside the test directory along with the directory name. If I give enter, the like basically it will delete the test directory. Right now there is no directory. For the better view, you just see, like initially there was many test directory was there and 3 files were there. Right now only the 3 files are there. And the touch is nothing but to create a new file we are using touch. This will create a new file. And rm also I have showed you, like if you want to remove a new file, and this will remove that file for you. rm has various flags. Like if you see man rm, this will tell you that various flags that are there inside. You can use forcefully, you can remove the file. You can if you are recursively deleting the files, you can keep on print the file name while you are removing that while you are deleting that particular directory. Because in that case, if we see, we have removed that file but there is no output that I have removed this file and all, like this is blank totally. We don't know what happened. After doing ls only we came to know that this directory is deleted. Basically, if we are giving that I flag along with rm-i, this will tell all the operations that are happening recursively. And followed by uh, mv command, like a cp command is there. This basically used to copy the file. Now if you see new file.tx, this file is a text file created for bash session is there. This is the content. If I want to copy this file to copy file.txt, see the copied file.txt is created. If I cat this is like if I check this thing that are there inside copied file, I can see that that as well. So right now there are 2 files. One is the actual file that we copied and the copied file. Original file and copied file is there. So cp command is basically used to copy the content, and the mv command is mainly used to rename the file. So you are seeing that, right? New file.txt is there. Actually that should be txt. So I can rename like mv new file.txt. New file.txt we have to rename to new file.txt. if I do this, it will just rename. See, initially that was new file.tx. Right now it is new file.txt. This is how this MV basically the MV also used to move the file. If you want to from the bash intro, I'm just moving this file from bash intro to my root directory, not root directory, my home directory. I'm just moving new file.txt to my home. I told you, right? Like this till symbol represents the home. So if I give 1 minute, if I give enter, it will move the new file.txt to home directory. Now if you check, there won't be any new file.txt over here. So right now, if you go to root directory and check ls, the new file.txt is moved to here. So this is how this mv command is used. So I'm just going to that bash intro again. I'm just clearing the everything that written over there already. And cat command. So cat command I showed you, right? This is mainly used to see the content of a text file. This will print all the content of the text file into the bash. Basically, if I go to copied file, this will tell all the contents of that. This will get all the contents of that text file and just printing into the terminal. Similarly, for tag will like if you reverse that cat, that is tag. So if I take tag followed by a copied file, this basically prints the same content but in the reverse order. This is first printing the create for bash session, created for bash session, then it is just printing this is text file. So this is what it will do. And this head and tail is mainly used for viewing the large content. I told you, right? When we are working on log files that contain thousands of lines, so for processing that lines we can use head tag. If I run head followed by server log, this is the log file that I created for giving this demo. This head command will print only the first 10 lines of that log file. This will not print the entire line. Like for your clarity, I'm just showing the entire file of the server log. This is too large. So basically head.server log will print only first 10 lines of that file. I'm just clearing this. So this is how this head is used. We can use custom number of lines. Like if I give 6 lines, only first 6 lines need to be printed. I can give first 6 lines followed by server log. This will print only first 6 lines. This is how head will be used. Similarly, tail. The tail is nothing but exact same of head only, but it will print the last 6 lines. Whatever that we are running with the head, we can run it with the tail as well. So it will print only the last 6 lines. It will not print the first 6 lines. It will print the last 6 lines. And tail has one more feature, like I can frequently watch if there is any changes are there or not. If anything added in after this last line, that will this will frequently watch. If anything is updated, it will keep on update on the terminal itself. I'll give you a demo when I give a no hub demo. Like there is a thing called no hub. When I explain that, you'll come to know about this. Yeah, you can print Control C to come out of this. You can clear the terminal. And more is used to view the content page, like percentage by percentage. Like if I go to server log, see now only 26% of the file is shown. If I keep on type enter, it will show line by line. Now this will not give like only the first 10 line, first last 10 line. It will keep on grow. When you give enter, you can keep on check. And similarly, when we can press Q to quit, and similarly there is a thing called less. This will use to view the content page by page. You can scroll as well. You cannot scroll in more command. You can scroll, you can check this, and this will be based, this will take only this part. Basically that viewing part is there, no, this only rendered in the memory, and if we scroll, that upper part will be rendered only after scrolling that. When I press q, we can come out of it. And wc represents like word count of server log. If I give, this will gives me the output, like this has 89 line of output, the 80 line output line of content, and it has 735 words are there, and total 5788 characters are there. So we can use wc with l server log. This will gives me only line alone, and again give character, this will gives me like character, and if you want word alone, like that also we can give. I'm just clearing. This is what this wc command is. And so far we have seen very small commands only, right? When we want to parallelly execute two commands, in this case we can use these three operators. The first thing is a is also a command, b is also a command. This is nowhere related to each other. The first command will be executed, and even if it fails or succeeds, the second command will be executed. And the double ampersand symbol represents only the second command will be executed if the first command successfully executed. And the third thing that we are seeing that, right, like double pipe operator represents that the second command will executed only if the first command is fails. So I'll give you I'm just trying to create a new directory. We know that mkdir will create a new directory. After that, I'm just changing my present working directory to the demo. So this will create a new directory. After execution of the new directory, it will go to the demo directory. So I just hit enter. Now you see, it is just created the demo directory, and it take me to the demo directory right now. I'm just moving to the parent directory. If you see, demo directory is created over there. And the double ampersand symbol, that same case, I'm just removing that demo directory. Now there is no demo directory. Now the same command that we executed above, I'm just giving double ampersand symbol. This means that the second command will executed only if the if there is a directory, like if the first directory is created, like first command is executed. In this case, I'm just trying to go to the directory demo, and I'm just printing that I am in demo directory. So in this case, if you check, there is no demo directory inside this bash intro. I'm just trying to go to that directory. After that, I'm just printing I'm in demo. If I hit enter, it will says that there, like no such file or directory. The second command echo is not like executed. Basically, this will executed only when the first command successfully executes. In the same case, I'm just running with double pipe operator. There is no demo. So basically it will try to go to the demo directory. If there is no demo directory, only if this first command fails, it will execute there is no demo directory. Yeah, now like there is no demo directory, so the second thing will be executed. Now like we can parallelly run multiple commands. Like I am just creating a new directory that is named as demo, and after creating the demo directory, I'm just going to the demo directory. If I'm not going to the demo directory, if there is no demo directory, I'm just printing there is a problem. See, now it is created a demo directory. Now it is created a demo directory. It went inside the demo directory and it successfully executed both the previous commands. So it's not executing the third command. In the same case, if I make any problem over there, demo2, I hit enter. It created a demo directory, but there is no demo2 directory, so it fails. It tells me that there is a problem. Basically, this is how it works. And redirection operator, there are three main things, like four things are there. The first thing represents that output redirection. Basically, if I print echo followed by e-Yantra, this is a command, right? This will print e-Yantra into the terminal, and I'm just sending this same thing and overwrite by creating a new file. No, not new file. Uh, Sorry. Yeah. See, in my demo, there is no file. I'm just, yeah. I'm just echo e-Yantra. I'm just overwriting in that e-Yantra into the new file.txt. If I hit enter, if I check now, there is a new file.txt is created. If I see the content of new file.txt, that will be the e-Yantra. So this is what it is mainly used for. It just type, like, override the output of the previous command into a new file. Like this basically overwrites. This will not append. For appending that, we will use double ampersand symbol. Like, no, sorry, double ampersand. This is double greater than symbol. If we use that, this will append the file. This is second line. Case, if I again check the new file content, see, it is just appending. This is mainly used for append purpose. And similarly for the input redirection, is nothing but I'm just running the wc command. This is mainly used to give a file as an input to a command. Basically, if I give new file.txt over here, I'm just giving a new file.txt file as an input to the word count command. So if I hit enter, this will run the same wc command in a different manner. Like, it is just getting a new file.txt as a file input, and it is just executing. We know that the first will be the number of lines, and second will be the number of words, and final will be the number of characters. This is how it works. And the pipe operator, is very simple. See, so pipe operator is mainly used to give output to the second, like the first line will be executed and give give the output of the first command to the input of the second command. Basically, if I click ls-la, this will tells me all the files that is there in my home directory. So I want to search for only sh files which is there inside. So in that case, what I can do, I'm just clearing that ls-la. This is the first command. I'm just giving this pipe operator. The output of this ls-la will be given to the grep command. I'll cover this command in the upcoming slides. Grep basically is a global regular expression pattern checker. Like, it will just check for the pattern. So I'm just giving that followed by *sh. This will basically ls like list all the storage files and directories in that particular directory and give it as output to the next directory. Sorry, yeah, all the things that are like, first this will execute the ls command and giving that ls command's output to the grep, and now all the files and directories which has sh, it is just printing. This is how it works. And Linux, like Bash, also supports a lot of networking commands. I'll cover these commands right now: ping, ssh, acp, these things. Like ping is nothing but just for checking the connectivity. So before that, I'll clear. Ping is checking used to check the connectivity between the host machine and our machine. So I have one more machine which is next to me. So I'll just enter that IP 10. So basically, this will hit this IP, and it will send one packet data to that IP, and it will receive that packet, and it will just calculate the delay between that sending and receiving. It will keep on prints like whether that host machine is active or not. We can check with this command basically. So now right now it is sending 64 bytes of packet, and it's taking 0.284 millisecond. So this is why basically this is mainly used to check the connectivity. And SSH is nothing but secure shell. This in case if you are in your home, you want to access the machine which is there in your office, so you can do that through secure shell. Like basically, you can access the shell as like bash of your system by being in your home. For that, I can do SSH. You have to enable this SSH mainly first in your system. For that, you have to install that package called OpenSSH server. So this will there is a spelling mistake. Sorry, you have to give apt. So the app is a package manager which will install various softwares into the like bash system. Just installing OpenSSH server. So this is already installed in my system. So I have to enable this as well. So mm, VFW, you have to allow firewalls to use this SSH. This will allow our firewall to make it active, this SSH. Now if I check sudo system control SSH, sorry, status of my SSH, it will tells me that my system is live right now. So like my SSH is enabled, so it is active. If I go to my IP, like we can access basically. If that is not active in your system, you have to manually type it like sudo system control enable SSH. Like this is the command used to enable the SSH. If you run like that is already enabled, so I am not running that particular command. So similarly, this is available to do SSH. Like if I'm the same network, if I try to SSH into my system, like I can remotely work from there to operate this particular system. I have one more system which is next to me. I'm just trying to access that system. SSH. You have to give the name of the system, like name of the user, ERTS008 at I'm just giving 10.129.152. I'm sorry, this is my system IP. So the syntax will be SSH followed by the username and the IP, in which IP your system is running. When I hit enter, it will ask me the password of that remote system, like which is the host system. So I know the password. I'm just typing it. Bash won't show the password if you are typing anytime in your terminal. Wait, enter. Permission denied. Destroyed. Yeah, I have typed the wrong password. So now you check. Like earlier, I was in my system. Now I am in my remote system, which is there next to me. If you have any doubt, like I can show you. Like if you press ls, this is something else. So go to test. There is nothing in it. test, right? So similarly, I would like to I create a new terminal. I'm opening a new terminal. Uh, if I go to test, there is no directory called test. But here you see I have test directory. So basically, I am in the remote system which is there next to me. I can create file. I can do anything. Like I can create a new file called test file. This is a test file. So if you see, sorry, if you see now this test file is created in that remote system which is there next to me. Yeah. Similarly for SCP, I'm just coming out of this system right now. If I do ls right now, I am in my system, frame system. So similarly, we can do secure copy as well. We can copy files from the current. So if, right now I'm in my system, right? I'm just copying this employees.csv to the remote system. So basically, I can do ACP followed by my employees.csv to the host machine which is there. Like I'm just typing ARTS 00 152.172.173. If I hit enter, it will copy the file from this from my local machine to the ERTS. Actually, I have to give the path as well. Yeah. Now this will copy employee SV to the host machine. Enter. It will ask password for the host system. So I'll give. Yeah. Now this file is copied. So if I again go to that system, I am doing SSH. I'm just doing SSH to that system. You you can see employee.csv is created over here. That's how it works. Yeah, this is about secure copy. And similarly for curl and wget, curl is used to make a request to a certain URL. Like basically, this is mainly used to make a get request, post request to the certain URL. And curl wget is mainly used to download a file, and this is how it works. And zip unzip also there. Zip we know that like to zip us. Now I'll go to bash intro. I have these files, right? I have employees.csv is there, copied file.txt is there. I'm just trying to copy file.txt, zip, new zip, new.zip, followed by copied file.txt. Now, if I do ls, I can see the new zip file is created with a copied file.txt. So I can similarly I can do unzip as well. Oh, okay. This is asking me that like there is already a copied file.txt. Should I want to replace or not? Yeah. So like if I hit enter, like it will replace. I just want to rename that. So new file test unzip.txt. Yeah. If you see new test.unzip.txt is there. So zip and unzip is used to zip a file, and similarly we can use star and gzip as well. The syntax is more or less same only. You can explore that later. And I'll give you small intro about grep, sed, awk, and nohub. So grep is nothing but it's a global regular expression. It stands for, it used to search pattern, like basically I'll clear. There is a file called server log, right? There is a lot of server logs is there. Like I want to know the errors alone. How can I do it? Like I can search for grep followed by error followed by the server log. Now you see that, right? Like this is giving me only the small letter error. It's not giving me the actual big errors as well. So I want to give one more option. If I give hyphen I, this will be the case insensitive. If there is a uppercase or lowercase, it will not consider. It will give me that if there is error, it will print. So similarly, I can do verbose as well. If I give verbose, it will gives me only the lines which does not contain error. So this is how verbose works. And I can give n as well. If I give n, and it will give me the line number where this particular error, the line is exist. So this is how grep works. We are giving this as a actual name, right? Actual text, right? We can give the patterns as well. We can give a regular expression pattern. If we take that will take time. So I'll show you sed. Sed stands for stream editor. This is used to edit the file basically. I'll give you the same demo. I can rename this warning. If I go sed followed by substitute, I can rename this warning with warn. And I have to change this globally, because if I give only one only one, it will change only the first one only. It will not change every one. It will change only the first warning to one. So I'll give this. Basically, this should be the single quotes. Yeah. Now see, the warning is replaced to warn right now. Earlier it was warning. Now it is warn. This is mainly used to do this kind of editing operations. I can do a lot more. Like I can delete the first. If I give 1D, it will delete the first line. See, info request from 192 is there, no? If I hit enter, that first line is deleted. So these kind of operations can be done without even opening that particular file. That's why sed is mainly used for. Similarly for awk, I'm just clearing. I have a employee.csv, right? This contains employee information in a comma separated way. I can go to, I can basically do like awk. We should mention the format delimiter. This is it's a comma separated value. So I just want to print first column employee.csv. See, this is just printing the first column, nothing more than that. So in the same case, the employee ID is printed over there, right? Like I can do like print. This is followed by the name alone. The second column is the name, so I can give 2. If I hit enter, this will tells me that this is John Ports, and similarly it is just giving me, right? So the first line which is printing is, I don't want that line, like this is unwanted, like this is just a header. So I can give nr represents the number of row, where number of row is greater than 1, just print this thing. So now you check that, right? Like there is no header like employee, this line is not printed. Only after the first line, like first row, will be neglected and just printing. Similarly, there are a lot more features in AWK you can explore on your own. No hub mainly use this is no hang up. Basically, it used to run the process in the background. So I'll give a quick demo. Like I'll create a small. There is no file, right? Yeah, there is no this files. So I'll create a small Python file demo.py. This basically from datetime input datetime input while true string runtime followed by date time. Okay, yeah. This is basically this will print the current timestamp 2 second once. So if I try to execute this particular thing, Python 3. So this will keep on print the timestamp 2 second once. But when I come out of this will terminate the process. So if I want to run this process, keep on in the background, I can use no hub followed by Python 3, the same command that we used to execute this thing, demo.py, and this keep on print the log, right? I want to redirect this log to new log file. I can give like new server log, demo log. This is a log file, so I'm giving extension as log, and this keep on overwrite this demo.log file. And if I give ampersand, this will run outside this terminal basically. So there should be no buffer as well, like it should keep on run. If I hit enter, see, now that Python 3 is keep on running in the background. But how? Yeah, yeah, the time is running, like okay, I'll cover this. So yeah, basically now we run that command, right? So Python 3 you have like demo.py. Now it is keep on running in the background. This is the process ID. So if I come out of this, we run that command, right? Like we have created this demo.log file. I can go to that file. See, the demo.log is there. So I can use tail command to frequently watch the demo.log file. See, it's keep on executing like 2 second once. It's just executing this like printing the timestamp, and it's keep on updated. That's how it works. So
That this was the same, batch was the same.
okay.
And try to finish it now.
Yeah, almost done.
When you again going to before starting
Yeah. This is how it works. Like if I again check ps.aux followed by demo, I want to kill this process because this will keep on running in my background. It will create unwanted things. So I'm just killing that process. So that process will be terminated right now. If I try to run the same thing again, like that demo.log log is terminated right now. So hereafter it won't run. And Unix file permissions. This is the Unix file permission. If you see this over here, when I press ls-la, it shows all the files. But first we can see D followed by RWX, 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 right? This means that if that is D or hyphen, the first letter represents that. If that is a directory, it will tells D. If that is a file, it will tells hyphen. So this represents directory or file, and followed by three things are there, no? That represents the user permission. The current user, the like the user who created this file. The prem is the creator of this file. So he has read write. There is no execution access. Similarly, the group prem, like this belongs to prem group. He has read write access, no execution access. And others, they don't have execution and write access, they have read access. This is what basically it is. And we can change the mode as well. Like I have demo directory, right? This has read write execution access of prem. So I can give, like, I can change the mode. I can remove execution access for prem. This is a directory, so I have to give, or recursively I have to give, I have to remove the execution access for prem. This is a root user, so I have to give sudo. Yeah. Now if I check, prem don't have execution access no more, like, because that execution access is removed. This is how basically this works. And we can give using these numbers as well. Here this 754 represents that 7 is the user, 5 stands for, like, 5 is for a group, and 0, like 4 is for others. If you see the binary value of 7, it will be triple one, right? So triple one is read write execution access is given. So basically if I give 754, now I am doing the same thing. Now the demo gave, like, the same thing which is over there. For the user, read write execution access is there, and for the group, read write execution access is there, and that's how it works. Like, and bash scripting, like bash scripting is nothing but whatever commands that we have seen so far, putting together everything and running as a script. And I'll create a small bash script. Hello world.sh. So first we have to we have to tell that this is using bash. Yeah, this is the bash file right now. So if I check hello world.sh, this contains two lines, right? The first line will be shebang, which means, like, this will be used to tell the interpreter, like, which interpreter we are using right now. Right now we're using bash interpreter, and we are just printing the same thing, like hello world. So if I execute this file, for executing I have to give dot followed by the file name hello world.sh. So if I execute, it won't execute because this need execution access permission, right? If I give LA, that hello world.sh not contain execution access, so that I have to give execution access for hello world.sh. Now if I try to run that, yeah, now that bash file is executed, it is just printing hello world over here. This is how bash we have to execute. And the commands there are like basically hash is used for giving commands. Mm, this is what it is in this slide. We can give variables, like if I give name equal to prime over here, there should not be space between equal symbol. And if I print name in this with the dollar, name is the default, it would give echo. Yeah, so the name variable contains prime string, so now it's just printing that name. We can give arguments. If I open that hello world.sh, I can print arguments. So $1 represents the first argument. So when we execute this command, I can give like this is argument 1. So hello world sh, I'm just giving argument as argument 1. When I hit enter, it will print hello world sh and argument 1, because this is just printing that like argument what we are sending. So this is what it is. And it supports conditional statements as well, like this is similar to all other programming languages. Like if it just compare whether it is greater than or equal to 18 or not. If that is greater than, it will print adult, or else it will print minor, this kind of things. And it supports arrays also. Like I would like to give you all that actual demo only, but for the time being I'm just go through everything in a fast way. It supports three different loops: for loop, while loop, and until loop. Like this is exactly same like whatever there is in Python or something, and or Python or C. This similar to that only. Like we can execute all the loops, conditional statements, and functions also we can create. For function alone, I can create a new function. Sorry, function is not required to. I have to call this function. So if I call this function twice, this will print the this is function two times, right? So I just saving that. Yeah, this is function is called twice. So this is how function works in bash. So I have created a daily backup.sh. I'll show you what is there inside. Okay, yeah, if you see, I'm just taking the backup of my desktop and just storing in a one specific destination. And this is happening only once. So when I use Chrome tab, I can automate this thing, like daily morning 5 o'clock. I can take the backup of my desktop and I can store it in a specific destination. After 7 days, this particular file will be deleted. If you see there, I have created five variables, right? The first variable will be the source. I'm just taking desktop as a backup, backup, and the destination is desktop backups. In home directory, desktop backup is there. This dollar home is nothing but it is just if I print dollar home, it will just print me the sorry echo. Yeah, it will just print me the what is my home directory. So, and this is also the same thing only. This is basically execute a shell inside shell. It is a timestamp of the current timestamp. Actually, sorry, this is the current timestamp, and the file name should be with the timestamp. It should create a dynamic file name, and it is just creating a new directory with the destination, and it is just compressing the desktop folder and store it inside the backup. This particular line will compress and store it inside the backup, and the final line deletes the backup folder if it is older than 7 days. Like after 7, if the backup is 7 days old, it will be deleted daily. So I want this to be run every day, right? I can use cron tab. Sorry, the spelling is wrong. So this is a cron tab. This is basically used to execute. This basically execute on 15 hours, 50 minutes every day. It will create a backup of that particular desktop, and it will store it inside the daily backup like daily backup destination. If I change this to 34, 18, I'm just storing it now. When it 1834, it will generate the backup basically. If I go to, so far there is no directory called desktop backup, so that wait on 1834 it will create a backup. Yeah, that's what it is. Like I'll show you when it is created. Yeah, meanwhile, like I think you can ask questions. Like if you have any, you can put it on the chat so I can check and I'll see. Yeah, one document recording commands. Uh, Sir, can you provide one document recording command and its use? Yeah, sure. There are plenty of resources available. You can use to check the Ubuntu and Ubuntu website itself. Like there are Ask Ubuntu. There are plenty of resources are available in the internet. You can check. This is a useful session. Okay. Uh, yeah, meanwhile, your questions. The next talk will be on 10 July 2025, and that talk will be on the introduction to Nginx. You can learn a lot about Nginx in that. So, after that, introduction to control system will be happen on July 17, 2025. You can go to afyantra.org/talks to register for that session so that you can get certificate at the end of the session. And yeah, thank you to the YouTube participants. Like the session is over right now. Uh, and WebEx participant, just be there. You have the quiz upcoming. So thank you for everybody from the YouTube. WebEx participants, the link will be shared in the WebEx chat. You can check, I think. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, like you can post it in the chat. I'm just checking the chat right now. Uh, yeah, quiz link is there in chat box. You can start using the quizzes just for 5 minutes. So